Unless you've been detoxing from social media over the past few days, you've probably heard about the all-new app called Threads, which was rolled out by Meta last Wednesday. This all-new social media platform came out of nowhere, and it's speculated to be a rival to Twitter, with promises of being a more positive space for communities and discussions to take place. But is Threads ideal for business, or is this just another time-sucking social media platform that won't actually lead to traffic? Well, both. Kinda. I'll explain what I mean by that in just a few minutes, but first, let's discuss everything that we know about Threads so far. For anyone who may be new here, my name is Starla, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And over the last few days, I've been playing with Meta's latest platform in order to get a handle on how businesses might be able to harness it, while also keeping my nose glued to the news due to the controversy that is sparked from this new platform. So let's start with the basics. Threads is basically a Twitter clone, promising a more positive experience for its users. And this came just 5 days after Elon Musk announced visibility capping for posts, which basically means that unless you're a verified user who pays for Twitter Blue, there will be a cap on how many posts you can see per day. As of right now, Threads allows its users to create posts with up to 500 characters, as well as photos, videos, and even links. It's currently available in 100 countries, with more countries likely on the way soon. And what I like the very most about this app is that you don't have to start from zero. As long as you sign up with your Instagram account, you're basically able to take your entire audience with you, which I feel really takes the daunting part out of starting a new social media account. It actually reminded me of the first day of high school when you were surrounded by all of your friends, but you were in an all new building with all new sets of rules. We're all just kind of hanging out in there, figuring out how it works together, which has actually been really fun. But there are a few things to be aware of before creating your account. The first and most notable is that Threads is essentially your Instagram account, but in a new place. It's owned by the same parent company, which means that a lot of the permissions that you've given to Instagram also pass over to Threads. I've had a lot of people message me about privacy concerns, but I personally don't find this one to be a huge deal because these are the same permissions that you've already granted to Instagram, so nothing's really changing. However, one small issue with Threads is that because this account is essentially interwoven with a user's existing Instagram account, you cannot delete the account without deleting your Instagram account as well, which is concerning, but it's something that Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri has already addressed, stating that they're working on a way to delete your Threads account separately. Keeping in mind that this app is literally less than a week old and will likely see several updates over the coming weeks. So I know your next question, is this thing good for business? As of right now, yes, but it's not going to be good for those who have no desire to interact with an audience. Basically, this means that if you want a social media platform where you can just toss in a link to a product and never actually engage with your audience or provide a sense of value and authenticity, it's probably not going to work for you. In the days that I've used Threads, I'm finding it to be very much akin to the early days of Facebook, when we were all connected by quick status updates and fun posts that triggered conversations. And this could be an amazing opportunity for businesses that want to build authentic connections with their audience in a positive and impactful way. So I don't see this being a platform for the shop that sells everything to everyone and that has no consistent message, style, or theme. Instead, I'm predicting amazing opportunities for those who have businesses that are based around a niche interest, where tips, advice, funny stories, and behind-the-scenes posts can be shared. So think of it as a cocktail party rather than a business convention. No one wants to hear a marketing pitch at a cocktail party, but by sharing fun stories, ideas, photos, and videos about your business and brand, you can build friendships and connections with your followers who may then feel more inclined to purchase from you due to the trust that you've built. As of right now, importing your existing Instagram audience seems to be the best way to get your account off the ground, as there's no explore feature like we have on Instagram that will allow you to organically discover new accounts. However, it is possible to find accounts that utilize specific keywords within their bios through their search function. You can also visit a user that you're interested in and explore the comments left by others in their communities, which can help you to find more interesting accounts to follow related to your niche. The last thing I want to note is that in response to the release of Threads, Twitter actually did send them a cease and desist notice. And as of the recording of this video on Friday, July 7th, we still don't have much news on how Meta has chosen to respond. I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty, so I'll leave a link down below for you to check out, but the short explanation is that Meta allegedly hired ex-Twitter employees who then used trade secrets to build threads. And normally I don't share my personal opinions here, but I've been watching this case through the lens of several lawyers and legal experts that I follow. And while Meta may face some level of consequences if it comes out that these allegations are true, it likely won't result in Threads itself being taken down. Though we may see some changes made to the overall foundation of the platform, which is totally normal. Right now, my hope for Threads is that it remains a positive and fun place for communities to grow and for real people to build meaningful connections with their audiences. I think there are a lot of amazing opportunities for artists and creators, especially if the platform sticks to the core values that they've outlined from the start. But only time will tell. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Threads so far, and if you aren't planning to make an account, feel free to share your reasons why in the comments. I know for many, the idea of another social media platform sounds daunting, and if this isn't something that you feel is right for you, that's totally okay. But for those who are curious or who have questions that you want me to cover in future videos, feel free to share them down below. In the meantime, I'll be over on Threads sharing Etsy tips and random thoughts about business growth. So for those who are hopping on board, I will see you there. Cue the funky lo-fi beat.